Welcome to Internet Capsule. Death is one of the most universally feared and misunderstood aspects of human existence. My aim is to demystify this inevitable event, offering you a deeper understanding of what death truly means. This isn't just for those nearing the end of their lives, but for anyone who wishes to live more fully by embracing the reality of death. Experiences of death, stories and insights. Throughout this journey, I share stories and insights from my own experiences, as well as those of others who have had close encounters with death. These stories serve to illustrate key concepts, offering you a glimpse into the reality of death as experienced by different individuals. One of the most compelling aspects of these experiences is the discussion of near-death experiences, NDEs. People who have had NDEs often report a sense of peace and detachment from the physical body, as well as a feeling of being enveloped in light and love. These experiences provide evidence of the continuity of consciousness beyond the physical body. I have also worked with people who are dying and have observed the different ways individuals approach death. Some face death with fear and resistance, while others embrace it with acceptance and grace. These stories highlight the importance of living with awareness and preparing for death so that you can approach it with a sense of peace and fulfillment. Beyond death, the journey of the soul. So what happens after death? I explore the journey of the soul, touching upon concepts like reincarnation, the afterlife, and the process of leaving the body. After death, the soul embarks on a journey through different realms, depending on the individual's karma and spiritual evolution. Death is not the end, but a new beginning, a continuation of the soul's journey. The soul may take on a new body in a future life, depending on the karma accumulated in previous lives. This understanding of death as a transition rather than an end helps alleviate the fear and anxiety that many people feel when confronted with their mortality. The nature of existence, body, mind, and spirit. A significant portion of the book explores the nature of human existence, delving into the relationship between the body, mind, and spirit, offering insights into how these elements interact to create our experience of life. The attachment to the physical body is identified as the primary source of fear of death. The body, being a temporary vessel, is bound to perish. The spirit, or consciousness, is eternal. The book introduces readers to the concept of the self, described as the essence of who we are beyond our physical form. It emphasizes that our true self is not the body or the mind, but the consciousness that animates them. This consciousness is not subject to birth and death, but is a continuous flow of life energy that transcends the physical realm. Recognizing this helps in detaching from the fear of death and seeing it as a transition rather than an end. The book also touches on the idea of karma and how our actions in this life influence our experiences in future lives. Karma is explained not as a system of reward and punishment, but as a natural law of cause and effect. Our thoughts, words, and actions create impressions in our consciousness, shaping our experiences in this life and beyond. Understanding karma allows us to approach death with greater awareness, knowing that our current actions will influence our future experiences. Preparation for death. Living with awareness. One of the key messages of the book is the importance of preparing for death while we are still alive. Death should not be seen as an unfortunate event that happens at the end of life, but as a process that we should be conscious of throughout our lives. By preparing for death, we can live more fully, with greater awareness and intention. The book offers practical guidance on how to prepare for death, both for ourselves and for our loved ones. It emphasizes the importance of living a life of purpose and clarity, free from unnecessary attachments and fears. By cultivating a sense of detachment from the physical body and material possessions, we can approach death with peace and acceptance. The book also explores various spiritual practices that can help in preparing for death. It discusses the role of meditation, yoga, and other practices in helping us connect with our inner self and transcend our attachment to the physical world. These practices help in developing a greater sense of inner peace and stability, allowing us to face death with equanimity. Understanding death, foundation of life. Let's begin by addressing the common fears and misconceptions surrounding death. In many cultures, death is treated as a taboo subject, shrouded in mystery and fear. I challenge this notion by emphasizing that death is not something to be feared, but rather a natural part of the life cycle. Our fear of death often stems from ignorance and a deep attachment to our physical bodies. By understanding death, you can live life more fully, the greater sense of purpose and freedom. Death is not the end, but a transition, gateway to another dimension of existence. It is a process, much like birth, where the soul leaves the body and moves on to a different realm. This perspective is deeply rooted in the yogic tradition, where death is seen as a significant event in the journey of the soul. By viewing death as a natural and necessary part of life, I encourage you to see it not as a tragedy, but as an opportunity, transformation. The nature of existence, body, mind, and spirit. A significant part of understanding death lies in exploring the nature of human existence. The relationship between the body, mind, and spirit plays a crucial role in creating our experience of life. Our attachment to the physical body is the primary source of our fear of death. The body, being a temporary vessel, is bound to perish, but the spirit, or consciousness, is eternal. I want you to see that your true self is not the body or the mind, but the consciousness that animates them. This consciousness is not subject to birth and death, but is a continuous flow of life energy that transcends the physical realm. By recognizing this, you can begin to detach from the fear of death and see it as a transition rather than an end. Another concept to consider is karma, and how our actions in this life influence our experiences in future lives. Karma is not a system of reward and punishment, but rather a natural law of cause and effect. Your thoughts, words, and actions create impressions in your consciousness, which shape your experiences in this life and beyond. Understanding karma allows you to approach death with greater awareness, knowing that your current actions will influence your future experiences.